I feel like I'm losing my breath. So there's energy in that room.
Tonight on Ghost Tourist. Hi, this is Scott.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're Ghost Tourists.
When we travel, we visit haunted locations.
So we can tell you if they're spooky or dooky. So, still at the Davis Horton House, we decided to venture upstairs. Second floor.
You may find this strange, but there's a ghost of a woman in a long white gown.
Why, that's odd. That never happens in ghost hunting.
Seen at the top of the staircase next to a guy in a suit.
Now, long white evening gown is different because usually it's like a long white nightgown.
I thought sometimes it was like a wedding dress. Why
So you always envision the ghosts dying in their wedding dresses?
I picture the woman in the attic of the Haunted Mansion.
There's lots of dust specks or white or orbs.
People also encounter Civil War soldiers up there who were stationed in the house. Or they might hear their heavy boots following behind them down the hallway. Is that a drum?
Those are supposed to be heavy footsteps.
The top of the stairs is the most common location for a sighting of the woman in black.
Now wait a minute, that's supposed to be where the woman in the white evening gown is spotted. So
Wait a minute,
can
so
they
the-
both be there?
Sure.
And the woman in black, what is her clothing and hair like?
From the 1860s.
Oh, I know that.
Envision-
I can picture that perfectly.
1860s?
If I saw her, I'd go, oh, that's not an 1870s hairdo.
Or 1940s.
No.
Specifically 1860.
Okay, I got pictures of these guys so we can read them later.
This is the attic where Karl Offer, a German World War I spy, watched the harbor for San Diegan ships. People get sound recordings of chains rattling, furniture moving, and do whatever else people did when they were Germans.
Ich liebe David Hasselhoff.
People hear chains rattling and furniture moving up in the attic when nobody is there.
Because if people were up there, they would be the ones rattling chains.
Right. So it's only weird because nobody's there.
Yeah, otherwise it'd be perfectly fine.
So there's multiple sightings of a spirit dressed in World War II period clothes.
But here's the thing that's weird is if he's a World War II period clothes, the guy who lived up there was from World War I. The only thing I can think is that people don't know the difference between a World War I and World War II uniform.
And how much different is the uniform?
The World War II had the swastikas. They didn't have swastikas in World War I.
What? Not the American uniform.
No, they see the German guy.
Oh.
So there's like, oh, it's the German guy.
But wait a minute. Does the German uniform have the swastika?
Moving on. Supposedly, visitors have seen a cat in one of the rooms. And then they report it to the staff, and the staff says, we don't have a cat. Others will hear it meowing, but then they can't find where the sound is coming from.
Oh. The cat's meow is also captured on EVPs. That's interesting.
Yeah. And the staff will often find little things knocked off of tables that a cat could have knocked off, which seems like a big leap in logic to me.
There you go.
Then there's the little office area.
Guests have felt a tapping on their shoulders. The old Victrola often turns itself on by itself.
It turns itself on by itself?
Is anybody here? Like maybe at the dusk, he'll want to show himself. And a reflection.
And in the morning, the chair that George sat in is often found facing the window, like he turned it so he could look out the window. And sometimes an apparition is seen in the window.
From guests from the outside?
I can only imagine based on the text that is on this piece of paper in front of me. All right, then there was that hospital room.
So the paranormal activity that they see in that room is attributed to multiple deaths.
Oh, that's creepy.
During the 10 years that it served as a hospital.
I would imagine in 10 years, a lot of people died in there.
Yes. Of what?
Of pneumonia.
The Black Death?
Yes.
Guests hear objects move, and they find orbs in photos that they take. And there's a figure of a woman standing in the window.
Now, there is literally a mannequin standing in the window.
Right,
So,
with a black dress.
so of course people see someone standing in the
I
window.
find that suspect.
There's also rumor that there's an unknown Victorian woman, but is only seen from the waist down. Sounds like the perfect woman.
Looks like he's got shot in the head.
Who did?
This guy.
Oh, yeah. So this was Horton and Lonzo's bedroom, the master bedroom that he shared with Sarah Babe. Her last name was Babe. This is perhaps the room where most guests report feeling uneasy. Yeah. Ghost hunters have taken photos showing orbs and even one of Sarah Babe's spirit sitting on the bed. Be careful of the armoire mirror right next to you, Cindy, as one guest claimed to have seen a specter staring back at her.
Somebody sleeping on the bed. Show yourself. There's somebody here. What's your name? Say something to us.
I'm not telling you my name, though. I just
We're-
feel like that's a threat.
We're happy to be in your home. It's a beautiful home. You can imagine the splendor of your time in this home.
Look at that. Look at the orbs.
There's so many.
And they're all around you. There's rhyme and reason to them.
How about this little doodad here? This creepy. Even the lights, nothing. The wallpaper's gorgeous. Okay, this is energy. No, it's just the bedroom is kind of creepy, huh? The kids' room. Your baby slept in here. I'm telling you, it's this room right here. What's your name? I'm Cindy. And this is Scott.
Oh, don't tell him my name.
It's nice to meet you. If you want to say something, you can. My phone will pick up anything you want to say to us. You can also come close to this other machine I've got, and it'll pick up your energy. If you want to come close to it, I'll put it down just in case you're a kid. Oh, sorry.
What'd you just do?
I kicked this.
There's spirits of several children who lived here
Oh
during
my
the
God.
time. What?
I almost dropped it. I'm trying to. Go ahead. Sorry.
There are spirits of several children who lived here during the time it was used as a hospital and boarding house.
Oh my.
They seem to like playing with toys.
Told you.
But a lot of guests report a heavy feeling or being lightheaded while walking near the room.
What did I say?
You said you couldn't catch your breath.
Yeah. Very heavy and strong energy in here. What else?
That's all it says about the children's room. All right, if you're here, move one of the checkers. Move one of the checkers. All right, you're no fun.
Every time I come close to the kids' room, even when I was going in through that other door, I feel like I'm losing my breath. I don't know if that's where somebody passed away, but I'm feeling energy coming from that room. It's like really strong when you walk in. See? It's just like I catch my breath, like I can't breathe deep enough. I don't know.
It's the lady in black.
We're ready to leave the Horton.
Here's a who?
It's the name of this place.
Davis Horton?
Yeah. Okay, we're ready to leave the Davis Horton House. We're going to our home. We do stay here in this beautiful home, and we'll visit you again another day.
Jesus loves you.
Thank you very much.
So on the spooky scale, we give the upstairs of the Davis Horton House 3 out of 5 ghosts. And boom goes the dynamite.